Good morning. So today I'm back with another topic that's really important for us preparing for this wellness spring clean that I hope you're going to join me with. So we've talked a little bit about nutrition, tracking where we're at and planning for that. We've talked about activity. I talked yesterday about mindset. Today I'm going to talk about emotions. Now, a lot of people don't differentiate between emotions and mindset, but I personally like to differentiate between those two things because I think it can be really frustrating if a lot of people are talking about mindset and you just think, well, why if I apply this mindset and am I not changing my emotions, and you feel like a failure. So I like to differentiate these two things and also to work on these areas slightly differently. So that's what I'm going to talk about in a moment. But tomorrow what I'm going to do is put the layers of what I've been talking about this week all together, and what that's going to look like, how that's going to work when we do this wellness spring clean. And then what's really important as well on Saturday is how you're going to do it, right? Because you think, right, I've got all this plan, but then how am I going to do it? So make sure that you're creating your own way of working with this, whether it's printing off these sheets and doing it that way, using your own scrapbook, a journal, your phone, your laptop, whatever works for you. But it's really important to have a plan, because when you plan, things go to plan, to track, because if you track, you stay on track, right? So that's really important. And then I'm going to talk about other things that we need to do for it to all work out for us. So about emotions. So our emotions are all going to be very different. We're equipped differently to deal with them as well. And we all have different things going on in our life. So on this sheet, I put some examples here. So I've put, for examples, how we feel about our loved ones that we miss. This time can be really tough. You could be feeling really sad and upset that you might not be hugging your grandchildren, missing your children. It can be challenging with your loved ones at home, how you feel about those relationships, your work. How are you feeling? You could be missing it, realizing how much it meant to you, or you may be realizing that you're not missing it and maybe that's not your passion. Your hobbies, again, that could be fitness, activity, social, your faith, or other forms of support, which could be church groups or other therapies that you attend. What didn't work out, right? Holidays, celebrations, courses, you could have had an procedure. How are you feeling about those things? Other missed opportunities, it could be interviews, projects, income that you're missing out on, things you could have done. So this time we might start looking back on all the things we could have done and we didn't do. How are we feeling about that? And the things that we want to achieve. And that would be unique to every single one of you, and the possibilities could be endless. So again, you're going to create your own little chart. It may be with many things as those. It may be with a couple of things. And what we're going to look at as the weeks go on is how, not only how we're feeling about those things, but what we've done. So it could be your loved ones. At the moment, the action that you've done is you've just cried a lot, and that's the only, because you've been thinking about your loved ones and you've just felt sad and lonely. And then as the weeks go on, we're going to look at things that, although you have that feeling, what can we do to change the way that you feel about that? But what can you do that's going to change it? And I'll give you lots of examples when we go on about that. So today it's really sort of digging deep and just being honest with yourself of how you really feel about things. And why is this so important to your wellness? And why is it so important at this crucial time? Is because, you see a lot of it on the news, you might be hearing it on the radio about our mental well-being, and things can creep up on you. So what we need to do is normalize how we're feeling. Everybody's going to have different feelings and challenges. To normalize them, we're going to write them down to see how we're really feeling. And then tracking it is because, as I said, things could creep up on us, because we might feel that, yeah, we're feeling fine, or yes, we're just coping by feeling sad and crying. But if we don't do anything about that, that could creep up on us, especially because we don't know how long this is going to go on, how long we're going to be limited. So today is all about feel it. Just feel it and write it down. Later I'll be putting this on to the example, and you can use this sheet, but create your own. Get creative. Create what's going to work for you. And tomorrow I can't wait to talk about how everything layered is going to come together so that you can actually see your progress, see where you're at, and then we're going to talk about the how. And you need to know your how so that you can do it now, and then you need to act. Because if you don't act, you won't achieve what you set out to achieve. And that is a fact. If you act, you're going to get the results. And that's a fact. Bye.